been a really good week of practice. We're in relatively good health. Guys have been out there working. It's been a beautiful week of practice. So I understand it may be a little cold and rainy down there, but it's been a good week for us. Beautiful weather, really good practice, and guys are energized. So hopefully we'll carry that and play a little better here on the road.
How does weather affect the game plan if it does at all?
Well, it's the same for both. So you just gotta deal with it the best you can. Obviously, I think everybody knows. It comes down to turnovers if it's really coming down. So you just gotta try to protect the ball the best you can.
Do you think turnovers? I mean, I know you kind of want to be aggressive and get extra opportunities anytime in any game, but you think this week especially it could be essential for you guys?
Well, I don't think there's any question. When you're playing a team as talented as they are and as good a team as they are on the road, it's really important. We're going to need a break or two. We're going to need to play really good football, and we're going to need the ball to bounce our way once or twice.
Eddie mentioned on Tuesday that the ball looked pretty zippy coming out of Sawyer's hands this week. Would you say that?
He's still getting better and better. I think, with every opportunity, every day, he seems better and he's feeling better. So we'll
Does
see.
it help that especially the young guys have already taken a few tough road trips before this fourth game?
I hope so, because we didn't play our best on the past couple road trips. So I think it's important, to get a couple of them under the belt, and hopefully we learn from that and come out stronger.
Marcus, if Lin does play quarterback again, is there a way that quarterbacks, especially who are pretty involved in the run game, that they can protect themselves? And did he do a good job of that against Arkansas?
He did. I mean, obviously, knock on some wood here,
right.
but Lin is very durable, and certain guys are just hard to get a hold of. But Terry really was as well. Until that was unfortunate, different type of shot there. But Lin is one of those guys that's always hard to get a clean shot on, and really I tease him a lot. He must have an extremely hard head, because there's been a few times, even I remember last year, and obviously some this year, but I remember one shot in particular last year we took a really hard hit and just bounced up like it was nothing. And so I hope it stays that way. But he's been very durable, and generally speaking, he's hard to get a real good, clean shot on.
I don't mean this as a slight against Sawyer, but do you think there was a different vibe or different, like a positive energy, and maybe just with the certainty of the quarterback position last weekend with the Lin?
No, I think everybody, was all in to do whatever they had to do to help us win, whether it was Sawyer back there or anybody playing quarterback. I think Lin certainly brings confidence, and is dynamic and can make some plays, but I think the team really responded well to Sawyer as well when he was 100% and playing good, and it's about all of us. I think you've heard me talk about it. You absolutely need to play good at that position. You have to, but it's also such a big team game. That a lot of focus goes on that. You have to play well around him. Just looking back to some other games, prior to Lin, the guys, there's no mistaking it. They could put on the film and see we didn't play our best in certain areas as well.
So what AJ did last week, even what Chris did on that drive at South Carolina with Lin there, how much does Lin's running ability open things up for those running backs a little bit too?
Well, I don't think there's any doubt about that. It's really fun to see that at times, because we've been there as a defense, and it's interesting as you watch the film. I mean, that one little poke, when you see the linebackers and inside guys just peeking out there, because we're running so much stuff on the perimeter, it does help. It helps guys climb and get to that block. So it is different.
Mark, you feel good with how Landon responded in practice with his ankle?
Pardon me?
Landon?
Yeah, Landon's been good. Yeah.
What about Phil? I didn't get an update on where
I don't know. Phil will travel. He has been practicing. I don't know how many reps he'll get. We still have tomorrow and see how he does in the pregame. So we'll see.
Mark, you talked Monday about when you were asked about team unity and keeping guys together, and you talked about the coaches and Coach Wood with some ideas and so forth. How do you coach your coaches, and how do you foster that sort of environment where guys, they're not afraid to speak up and offer ideas and that sort of thing?
Yeah, any time, with a player or a coach, it's one thing to say you have an open door policy. It's another thing for people to feel welcome walking in that door.
Yeah.
And that's that's something that I have to remind myself of once in a while. I mean, obviously, I pride myself on relationships, with players and coaches and that, but it still becomes a time when you got to make sure, that you are open. And but yet, you a lot of times you're going to be stern in your beliefs and what you want to do, but you also have to be smart enough to take some help. And that was a time during the bye week when, like I mentioned to y'all, that I was looking for answers, looking for help, and in any way, and proud of our staff and our team and our players. And I think everybody's stepped up. Players have stepped up. Players have had some player-only meetings, and again, that doesn't need to be blown out of proportion. Like it's a big deal. I mean, it's just, hey guys, where are we at? Where's our focus? And
it's part of the process.
Yeah, just part of the process, and the players have done a nice job with that. The coaches have really done a good job of just making sure they're available to players and spending time with them away from the field. It all helps, and it gets tough because it's just a long grind, and we're so regimented in our time. But it's so necessary.
How much does continuity play into that? You've had a pretty, your staff has stayed together pretty well. I mean, with a couple of changes here lately.
I think it's really important to have the continuity, and the guys that have been here. We've been through these ups and downs. We've been through the difficult parts of the season, and you're just looking for ways to help and help improve the team any way you can.
Did your brother reach out at all about the draft this week? Some of those guys that he took?
Well, yeah. I mean, you can see he listened to me. And, I think it's been a lot of fun for him, and he's definitely taken some guys he's familiar with, and so it's been good. And it'll be fun. It'll be fun to be able to go watch because it's obviously a time of year when we'll have a little bit of slow time, so try to get up there and watch some games.
That's why I just wanted to ask you, just your general thoughts on XFL. Yeah. Just what do you think it's something that's going to be positive?
Well, I certainly hope so. We need that league to be successful. We, as just football in general, the other league was doing good as far as the ball and the coaching. And it was very helpful. I mean, there's coaches that we know, coaches that have been here and that helped employ people, and it helped these players in between this transition. With the NFL, sometimes, you need to be good in so many different facets. Maybe they're just missing one, or just a little bit, and just need to be continue to be developed. So we all hope it works because we need one. We need a league in between college and pro ball. We need one to be successful. This league seems to be off on the right foot. I know there's great leadership from the top, so hopefully it'll work.
Everybody good?
Good.